In the west-central part of Europe, stretching across the border between southwestern Switzerland and eastern France, this is Lake Geneva, one of the largest freshwater lakes in Central Europe. Nestled between the Swiss Plateau, the Jura Mountains and the Western Alps, Lake Geneva covers an area of roughly 580 square kilometers, making it the largest lake in both Switzerland and France by surface area, as well as the largest alpine lake in Europe. The lake is also the second largest freshwater lake in Central Europe, after Lake Balaton, which is situated in Hungary. Situated at an elevation of roughly 372 meters above sea level, Lake Geneva has a very distinctive crescent or half-moon shape, which curves gently from the lake's eastern end near Montreux to its western tip at Geneva. The curve is created by the surrounding Alps to the east and south, and the Jura Mountains to the northwest, which guide the lake's natural basin. Lake Geneva stretches approximately 73 kilometers in length from east to west, and is roughly 14 kilometers wide at its widest point, with an average width of around 8 kilometers. The largest portion of Lake Geneva, roughly 60%, is located in Switzerland, within the cantons of Geneva, Vaud, and Valais, occupying an area of 345 square kilometers. The remaining 40% lies in France, in the department of Haute-Savoie, covering an area of 234 square kilometers. Geographically, Lake Geneva is naturally divided into three distinct sections, shaped by the contours of the shoreline and the curve of the surrounding headlands. At the eastern end lies the Haut Lac, stretching from the Rhône River estuary to the imaginary line between Meillerie and Rivaz. Moving westward, the lake opens up into its broadest and deepest section, the Grand Lac, which forms the central basin. Further southwest, the lake narrows into the Petit Lac, a shallower and more confined area as it approaches the city of Geneva. In terms of depth and volume, Lake Geneva is truly impressive. It reaches a maximum depth of approximately 310 meters, with an average depth of about 154 meters. This immense depth gives it a water volume of around 89 cubic kilometers, making it not just large in surface area, but also in sheer water capacity. The shores of Lake Geneva, especially its northern and western shores, are among the most densely populated and urbanized lake regions in Europe, home to well over 1.5 million people. The Swiss side of Lake Geneva is much more heavily populated and urbanized than the French side. Major cities like Geneva, Nyon, Lausanne, Vaud, and Montreux form a continuous chain of dense urban and suburban areas around the Swiss shore. By contrast, the French side, lying in the Haute-Savoie region, has a more relaxed and rural character. Instead of large cities, it is dotted with smaller towns such as Évian-les-bains, Thonon-les-bains and Yves, renowned for their spa, resorts and lakeside charm. Lake Geneva's drainage basin covers an area of approximately 7,975 square kilometers. Hydrologically, the lake is essentially a broadening of the Rhône River, which serves as its main inflow and outflow. The Rhône enters the lake at its eastern end near the town of Villeneuve and exits at Geneva in the west. It contributes around 75% of the lake's total inflow, making it the dominant hydrological force. In addition to the Rhône, several smaller tributaries feed into Lake Geneva.